Hi boys and girls, so we're doing lesson 1-4, rounding whole numbers. Okay, so it says list 7 numbers that round to 300. Use a variety of numbers, solve this problem any way you choose. Okay, so they want us to list 7 numbers that round to 300. Okay, so I'm just going to make a number line. Let's see, where can I do this? I guess I'll just do it here. I'll make a number line. And I'm going to number it. I'm going to start at 250 because it says to round the 7 numbers that round to 300. Okay. So when I think of 300, I think of 3, and I think, okay, well, if I do a number line, 2 and 3 are next to each other on a number line. It's like 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start at 250. I'm going to go by 5s. So then it's 255. Okay, 260, 265, 270, 275, and then 280, 285, 290, 295, 300, 305, 310, 315, and 320. Okay, so I did from 250 all the way to 320 because I want to find numbers that round to 300, and it's like I said, 2 and 3 are next to each other in the number line. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first one, and I'm going to start with 250. I want to see if I round this, do I get 300? Okay, so I'm going to put, this will be my first one. I'm going to do 250. Okay, so before we even do anything, let me go into how do we round. So these are the steps to round. Step 1, you underline the place that you will be rounding. Okay, so here they're underlining the 6. They're going to be rounding the 6. Okay, they're not telling me what place to round for these numbers here. But since they're not telling me, you always round to the nearest left. Okay, if they don't tell you where to round, you always do it to the nearest left. So I'm going to underline this right here. I'm rounding the 2. Okay, that's my first step. My second step is it says, look at the neighbor to the right and circle it. Okay, so look at the neighbor to the right and circle it. So we're rounding the 2, the neighbor to the right. Okay, so the neighbor to the right will be the 5. So I'm going to circle the 5. Okay, you can also think of it as like the number you're rounding is, you can put the number you're rounding is mom, and the number, the number you're rounding is the baby, my bad, and the one that's circled is the mom. Okay, and the mom is going to tell the baby what it's going to do. Okay, so I'm going to go to my next step. It says, remember the rounding rules. So 4 or less, you let it rest. It stays the same. 5 or greater, you add 1 more. Okay. And it even gives you this little chart here. So if your number is, if it's from 0 to 4, you let it stay the same. If it's 5 to 9, you round up. Okay. So right now I'm just looking at the circled digit. I'm just looking at the mom. I need to figure out, is the mom 4 or less? Should I have it, is it 4 or less, or is it 5 or more? Okay, the mom's a 5, so it's 5 or more. So let me go back again. If it's 5 or more, what does that mean? What do I do again? It says 5 or greater, whoops. It says 5 or greater, add 1 more. Okay. Whoops. Okay, yeah, 5 or greater, add 1 more. So I'm going to go back here, and the mom is greater. The mom is 5 or more. So that means the baby, I'm going to add 1 more to it. Okay, so if I do 2 plus 1, that is 3. So the baby, the 2, is going to turn into a 3. And then if I go back here, the last step says anything to the left stays the same. Anything to the right becomes zeros. Okay, so I don't have anything to the left. I already changed the 2 to a 3. So everything to the right will become zeros. Okay, and then that is my new number. So 250 rounded to 300. Awesome. Okay, but I need 7 numbers. It says list 7 numbers. So let me keep doing it. So that's 1. So next one I'm going to do is 260. I underline the digit to the nearest left, which is the 2. That could be my baby. And then I'm going to circle the digit to the right, which is my 6. That is my mom. Okay. The mom is going to tell the baby if it rounds up or stays the same, but I have to remember my rule. So if the mom is 4 or less, it stays the same. If the mom is 5 or more, add 1 more. So 6 is 5 or more. So that means this baby is going to round up 1 more. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And I don't have anything to the left, so everything to the right becomes zeros. That's also 300. Okay. Let's see, do another one. Next one is 270. Okay, I underline the baby. That's the one that I'm rounding. I circle the number to the right. That's the mom. The mom tells the baby if it rounds up or stays the same. So since the mom is 7, 5 or more, add 1 more. So I'm going to add 1 more to the baby. 2 plus 1 is 3. I don't have any numbers to the left, so everything to the right becomes a 0. Okay, that's 3. We'll do 4. Next we have 275. Let me fix this. Okay, so if they don't tell me where to round, I circle the digit nearest to the left. I underline the digit nearest to the left. And then I circle the digit to the right, which is the 7. The underlined one is the baby. The circled one is the mom. Again, the mom tells the baby what to do. Okay. So I have to remember my rule. 4 or less, it stays the same. 5 or more, add 1 more. So this is definitely more than 5. So the mom is going to tell the baby to round up. 2 plus 1 is 3. Everything to the right becomes zeros. Okay, that's also 300. Do 5. Next I have 280. Okay, underline the digit to the left, circle the digit to the right. Remember, this is the baby. I'm rounding the baby. The circled one is the mom. The mom tells the baby what to do. So 4 or less, if the mom is 4 or less, baby stays the same. If mom is 5 or more, baby rounds up. So the mom is 5 or more. I add 1 to the 2, it becomes a 3. Everything else becomes zeros. Okay, so that goes to 300. 6. Next we have 285, and I'm just going down the number line. That's all I'm doing. So underline the digit to the left, which is the 2. Circle the digit to the right of it, which is the 8. So this 2 is the baby. This 8 is the mom. The mom is going to tell the baby what to do. So if the mom is 4 or less, baby stays the same. If the mom is 5 or more, baby adds 1 more. So this is 5 or more. I add 1 more to the 2, it becomes a 3. Everything else to the right becomes a 0. Okay, and then we do one last one, 7. Next we have 290. Okay, so again, I underline the digit to the left. I circle the digit to the right. This is the baby. This is the mom. If the mom is 5 or more, baby rounds up. If the mom is 4 or less, baby will stay the same. Okay, this is 5 or more. The baby's going to round up. 2 plus 1 is 3. Everything to the right becomes a 0. So I was able to round all these different numbers into 300. Okay, and that is how we round.